Hi everyone, I'm Terry, and this is the Yarnjoy podcast, episode number 76. Welcome. Let's see what I got done this week. Okay, so for my finished objects, I got some more of these squares done. This is the 365 Days of Granny Square project by Nadia of Yarn Utopia, and she did a set of YouTube videos. I think it was in 2016, where she did one granny square or a version of a granny square per day for the whole entire year and did a tutorial on it. And so I've been following all of her tutorials, going through these 365, actually it's 366 because that year was a leap year, I guess. And so anyway, last week I left off on number 341. So going on, this is number 342 right here. And then we have number 343 is this one. Kind of looks like a pizza with the colors that I picked. Let's see, 344. I really like this one. It's got some puff stitches. It's just a very nice cushy texture. So again, this is 344 if you want to look that one up. Okay, 345 is this one. It's another three-dimensional flowered square. Okay, 346 is this one. 347 is this one. And number 348 is this one. Just got finished with this a few minutes ago. It was a really quick square. Okay, so that was, I'm now finished, well, I've just finished number 348 of the 366 squares that I'm going to have been doing. And so that means I have 18 more to go. I keep looking at my notes over there, that's why I'm looking. Okay, so we have 18 squares to go, so we're getting closer and closer to the end. Okay, of this project. And as you know, I have been putting these 365 squares together in groups to make blankets that I have been donating to the Project Linus Foundation or organization. So anyway, I finished number 10 of this series. So this is 365 Days of Granny Square blanket number 10. And this one is a 5x5 square blanket, and it is the blankets, let me hold it up. There it is, 5 squares by 5 squares. And it is when I started putting this one together, I discovered that I had exactly 50 squares left. So these last two blankets, this one and my very last one, will have 5 squares by 5 squares, okay? So there you go. I did my flat braid join as you go method, okay? And I used a, this is Michael's Loops and Threads Impeccable, I think, in the color Claret that I used to join, okay? And so that is finished object number 2. Now finished object number 3 is an amigurumi that I've been working on. This is the one I showed you last week of the alligator, and that will be a, well, it's an order that somebody is wanting me to make, but it will be Christmas gifts. So here he is. I think he turned out cute. I got his spines there down the back. And his legs will fold down, as you see, or he won't stand, I don't believe, because no, he won't stand, but he will sit very well. So there you go. And this is out of the book Zumigurumi 5 that I ordered off of Amazon, okay? And the pattern is actually called a Crocodile, and it is by 1 and 2 Company. Carolina Guzman is the designer. I'll show you that right there, see? Mm-hmm. Anyway, I'm very pleased with how he turned out. I think he turned out really cute, so There it is. So that is the first half of my of that order, because I needed to do an alligator and now I have to do a lion. Okay, so there you go. Very cute. Okay, so that is this third finished object. Now, going on to my works in progress, I wanted to let you know that I did pull out my llama blanket that I've been working on, and I got a big chunk of him done. So let me show you that. I was real excited to start working on him again. I don't know if I'll be able to get it all in the picture here, the frame, but you can get a good idea of what he's looking like. So now see, he does have a head and eyes. Of course, I've got some stray threads there I still have to weave in. Okay, so let me kind of fold him up so you can see the bottom part of him. There's his saddle. I am to the point where I have finished the saddle, as you can see. Okay, and of course there's his legs down there. Whoop. That was one of my bobbins. Anyway, I've almost finished with to the point where I'm almost finished with the tail, and then once I get that finished, I think it's just maybe 3 or 4 more rows maybe, and then all the color changing will be happening just right up here at the top with his ears. So I think I'm at least 3/4 of the way done. So I might get him, well, but once I get the corner to corner part done, then I will have to do well, I've got a border that I got to go around the whole entire thing. So I probably won't get it done this next week, but I may end up getting the corner to corner section done. So, and then I will be on with working on the border. Okay, so I got a really big chunk of that done, because I think the last time I worked on that, I was at the very halfway point. And so, let's see, the halfway point was I reached here, and so I've done from here all the way up to this row here. So I've done that many. I don't know how many rows that is, but anyway, I did pretty good amount of work on that. So I'm anxious to get finished with that and get on to the border. The border is really cute. Let's see if I've got a picture of what it looks. Yes, I do. Here is a picture of the finished, what the finished blanket will look like. There, now you can see. See, it's got a gold colored border that's going all the way around it. That's kind of like a fringe looking. Well, I think they're kind of like hanging little baubles or something, I guess. I don't know, but I think it's going to look really cute. Okay, let's see. So works in progress number 2 is the baby blanket I was working on last week. Okay, so this is for someone in my church that is having a baby, and I wanted to get a blanket done for her. This also qualifies for the Stitch Your Library project that I was working on, to use an existing, I want to make sure I don't pull my, I pulled out a little bit, that's okay. Use some of my existing patterns in my pattern library. So this is it's in a book that I've had for quite a while. But anyway, I think last week I only showed you where I had, let me get this up here, this very bottom part, that rectangular strip that goes across the bottom of the squares. And so I did all of that, and I did the center part, and you see it's got a border of that square design on both sides. Okay, and I got all the way to the top, and I did the top. And so now what I'm doing is I'm working on a border that's going around the whole thing, and it's going to, I think I only have about 4 more rows, I think, let me show you a picture of what it's going to look like. Oh, and the book that I'm doing it out of is a book I've had for quite a while. It's called Best of Terry Kimbrough Baby Afghans, is this book right here. And I really like her baby Afghan patterns, especially if you're looking for something that's more of almost like an heirloom quality type pattern, I guess you'd say. So anyway, I'll show you a picture of the finish. It's kind of an awkward picture because it's folded kind of weird, but see, you can see the fancy edging border that it's gonna have. It's got some picots around the edges there. So like I said, I'm just starting that border section, and I think I have about I want to say 4 or 5 maybe rounds, and then I'll be finished. So I should finish that this coming week, and I'll have it as finished object that I can show you next week. Okay, so that is works in progress number 2. Okay, and then I told you last week, I think I told you last week, that somebody asked me to make a gingerbread man. And I found a pattern. It's a paid-for pattern, but I think it's just so super cute that I went ahead and bought the pattern, and I've just barely started it, so I can show you the piece I've done. But anyway, here is the picture. It is a Made by Mary pattern right there, and cute. It's called Gingerbread Boy, and I can put a link to the pattern. I think you can find it on Ravelry. I'm not sure, but I actually bought this. I bought this on Etsy. Yeah. So looks like the lighting changed on my camera. I'm just waiting for it to go back to where it was. Anyway, really cute pattern. I think it's going to turn out super cute. And all I've done so far is one arm. As you see, his hands looks almost like little mittens. It's got a thumb here, and then of course this is all one single pattern. But anyway, I've never done, I think her name's Mary Smith, I'm not sure, but I've never done the Made by Mary patterns before, and I'm really enjoying the pattern. So far it seems like you crochet the pieces together like the thumb. I had to do the thumb first, and then I started with the hand, the mitten part. And I crocheted that thumb in instead of stitching it, and I think that's how the arms and legs are attached to the body, because you have to do the arms and the legs first and to attach. Anyway, I think it's going to be very convenient that way, because we won't have to sew with the yarn needle and the pieces together. There won't be so many separate pieces. Anyway, I think he's super cute. I'll show you another picture of him. Not a picture, but the picture of him again. Isn't he cute? Oh, you see it? Maybe. Oh, there it goes. See? Anyway, very cute. So let's see, the next thing on my list here. Okay, and then that's all that I can show you for my works in progress. I have been working on a few items, but it is for an ornament swap, and that is a secret right now, and so I can't show you. But I have been working on a few other items. Okay, so let's see, what else? Oh, so upcoming, I have the lion pattern that's going to go along with the alligator. Okay, and I wanted to go ahead and get the alligator done, sorry, to figure out the size, how tall, how big the alligator was going to be, so then I can pick which lion pattern I want to do. And I think the lion pattern I'm going to do is a tutorial by Sharon Oyala here on YouTube. I did have another line pattern that I had purchased, but I think it's going to be too big. I want them to be similar in size, since it is for brother and sister. I think I'm going to do Sharon Oyala's lion, because I think it's going to be about the size of that alligator. And I will do the other line pattern that I purchased. I will do it at a later date. So anyway, so I need to get that started. So I'm going to get that started this next week. I'll show you progress on that. And then upcoming also is the neck pillow. It's going to be a Christmas gift, and so I of course need to get that started. It is another Bernat blanket yarn pattern or project, and so I want to get that started this week also. And let's see, what else? If you've been watching my channel, you saw that I have been posting a couple of extra videos this month because it's my birthday month, and I've been posting videos of like my crochet background was the first one I did in the series, and also my favorite things or favorite tools that I did, crochet tools that I talked about in this well, a couple of days ago. So next week will be series number 3, right? Or number 3 in the series, say that, I guess. Anyway, and it will be my inspiration on where I find patterns and how I pick what patterns I want to do. And also, I forgot to talk about my favorite yarns in this past video, and so I will be mentioning some of those in this upcoming video as well. So check out that. It should come out the beginning part of next week, okay? And let's see, that's it, except that I do have a couple of acquisitions I wanted to share with you. I ordered, I don't know if you've ever looked at the website. They do have Ravelry. There are Ravelry links to these patterns, a couple of patterns I bought, paid for patterns, but I'm on a mailing list with AnniesCatalog.com. It used to be Annie's Attic a long time ago. I don't know if they call it that anymore, but anyway, ever so often they send me, I'm on their mailing list, so every so often I will get an email they will have a special running with a code that'll say like $2 off a downloaded pattern, stuff like that. Yeah, downloadable only pattern. And so I bought a pattern. It's one I had been looking at for a while, and I had even been looking at it on Ravelry, but then when I got this email that I was getting it $2 cheaper, I decided to go ahead and get it. And so this is so cute. It's a baby blanket pattern, and I don't know exactly when, probably within, well, it'll be upcoming after the first of the year, but I do definitely want to do this pattern. I think it's super cute, and it's called the Sleep Tight Teddy Bear Baby Blanket, okay? And I will show you a picture of it right here. Isn't it cute? It looks like all these little teddy bears covered up by a blanket, but the whole entire thing is a flat blanket. And it's got some, I don't know if I can zoom it up close enough for you to see, but it's got some really, there it goes, some really cute, nice, interesting texture to the blanket, the stitches, and so I think it's going to be a really fun thing to crochet. So I bought that pattern. And then as I bought it, I happened to look into my account there on the Annie's Catalog website, and it showed a record of the things that I had bought and the things that were downloadable. It's like, I think they call it, it's in my bookshelf or something, and I forgot that I had purchased this pattern. I think I also purchased it when I got $2 off a download, and so I'm glad I looked at it because it reminded me that I had bought this pattern. But it is a Noah's Ark baby blanket, and it's like a ripple stitch, and it looks like the ocean. But see, isn't that cute? There it is, see? Really like that. So I'm definitely going to make that sometime too. I thought it was really cute. And then I think that's it. I have some other ones on there, but I don't have pictures of them. But check that website out. I think I saved $1 or so maybe from being, oh well, $2 for the download, I mean for that coupon code, but I really enjoy being on their mailing list. So if you want to go to AnniesCatalog.com, I will put a link in the description box below, and so if you want to sign up for their mailing list, you can be notified when they have sales and things upcoming, you know, that coming up where you can get a couple of dollars off of patterns or whatever. Anyway, so that's it, I think, of acquisitions. I bought a couple other books, but I'll show you those in another video. I bought those off of Amazon. But anyway, thanks so much for my subscribers. I wanted to say how much I appreciate all of you for subscribing to my channel. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. I think I need 5 more subscribers and I'll hit the 2,200 mark on my subscribers to this channel. And it's always so exciting to see that those numbers go up. I'm very happy to see that. It's so, like I've always said, it's always such a fun thing to be able to connect and meet with so many people from all over the world. It's such a fun thing, and I love being able to talk to everybody about my love for yarn and yarn projects and this craft. So if you haven't subscribed, please do, so you can follow along on my weekly videos and the projects that I do, and then of course my extra videos that I add here and there as well. I do have a Facebook group. It's called Yarnjoy Podcast, and you can go over there and join our group. That way you can post pictures of the projects that you're working on, so then I can see what you're working on and we can all share in it and get ideas from each other. That way you're just not looking at my stuff, but I get to see what you're doing as well. So go on over there and join that. If you have a Facebook account, join us over there. I have an Instagram account, which is yarnjoy_podcast. And I try to remember to post pictures of the things that I'm doing and working on as well. I do have a Ravelry account. It's small letters TJS140, and you can pop over there and friend me and look at my library. I've got several pages, like 12, 13 pages in my library of, I usually use my library on that account to bookmark patterns that I want to do or I want to find later. And so feel free to go on over there and see different patterns that I've found. I love going on to other people's accounts as well, friends of mine on Ravelry, and look at their libraries and see, oh, they may have a pattern I haven't seen, and so I love getting ideas that way. So anyway, I think that's it. Everybody have a great weekend, and we will see you in a few days, well, the beginning of next week, for another video of this birthday series. And then next week, now next Thursday is Thanksgiving holiday for us here in the United States, and so I will be doing a video, but I will be well, I'll probably release it that day, I guess, but I will be filming it the day before, so that way I can have it done ahead of time. Okay, so I think that's it. Everybody have a great weekend, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.